Y'all, I apologize for having this video up a little late. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday and we partied. And after my daughter went home, I partied a little bit too hard by my damn self and drunk a little too much damn tequila. So, yeah, my brain's a little scrambled eggs right now. But, all right, here we go. The Last Dance episodes 9 and 10. This is bittersweet for me because I did not want this documentary to end. I'm watching parts 9 and 10, especially part 10. And I'm keeping track of the time, not because I can't wait for this to go off, it's because I don't want this to end, man. This is easily the best documentary I've seen in years, the best documentary of this year. I don't think nothing's going to top this. And this is coming from a person that's not a Michael Jordan fan. So if you've been watching my videos before, you know I'm a Knicks fan. Back in the day, I hated Jordan, but damn, I respect the man's greatness. And this documentary really, I think, solidifies his position of the GOAT. There is no argument on this, man. There's none. I listen to Skip and Shannon all the time. And a lot of times I side with Shannon. Except for when he's riding, like, for some reason, he rides LeBron's, I don't want to say it, but you know what I mean. You cannot convince him otherwise. And, you know, hey, it's his opinion. But you cannot deny that Jordan is the greatest player of not just his generation, but in the generations that came after that. The guy was a winner. He was a warrior. You know, he wasn't doing that flopping shit that a lot of players do. And the man is just great. And it kind of confuses me because he was nervous about how he would be seen after this documentary came out. I guess people would think he was a bad guy. He was an asshole. He was this, he was that. And all those things might be true. But there was a method to the madness. You know what I mean? The man was just a winner. He had no malicious intent on anybody. It's like, if you're on my team, you got to get on my level, okay? Because I got this goal. I have tunnel vision. This is where I got to get. And if you're going to be part of this team, you got to get where I'm at. If not, then get the fuck out of here. And listen, I played team sports growing up. I played football. I was on a wrestling team, but especially on the football team, my team leaders were like that. My team leaders were very stern and very, you know, they can be cruel sometimes, but it's like, because we want to win. I want to win. And if you don't want to win, you're in the wrong fucking place. Go play handball or something on the handball court. Okay, you shouldn't be on this football field. I've had that. I've had my team captains yell in my face. I've had them call me derogatory terms. I had all that, you know what I'm saying? But it made me a better player. It made me a better person. It helped me develop thick skin. You know what I mean? And that's what Jordan was doing with his teammates. So no, in my eyes, I don't think this documentary made him look bad. I think it made him look more of a winner. I think it made him look more of an icon and more just, he's the GOAT. Like, Shannon, wake up, man. MJ is the GOAT, not LeBron. I think one of the best things about this documentary is Jordan's reactions to when they hand him the tablet and somebody's talking about something. I think I forgot to mention this before, but when GP, you know, Gary Payton was talking shit about how, you know, he could guard Mike and everything, and Mike just bust out laughing, and he was like, the glove. I had no problem with the glove. So with this one, it's with your boy Reggie Miller. So he's listening to Reggie talking shit, and Mike's like, man, shit. Oh, no, okay, when they had that fight, and Mike was like, nah, let him go. Let him go. The thing about MJ is that he will laugh off any comparisons with him and anybody else, no matter who it is. All right. If somebody won the MVP that year, Karl Malone won the MVP, Barkley won the MVP, Jordan would that would fuel his fire. Like, okay, you want to give him the MVP? All right, I'm gonna show you who the real MVP is. He just always needed something to drive him, man. And I think, you know, that's something that I think we can all apply in life. Like, we need something to light our fire. We need something to drive us, even if we have to make something up to fire us up. And that's what he always did. And if you compared anybody to him, Clyde Drexler, anybody, he would laugh at you and then he would prove your ass wrong. And he was the last person in the world that you wanted to talk shit to. You know what I'm saying? So I got great satisfaction watching part 9 and seeing how they were able to beat the Pacers. But I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I hate the Pacers. I hate Reggie Miller. But on paper, the Pacers actually had a better team than the Bulls did. If you look at it, you know, Rick Smits and the Davis boys and Mark Jackson, you know what I'm saying, Chris Mullin, Reggie. Like, that Pacers team was stacked, man. But Michael Jordan, just the will to win. He just refused to let his team lose. And going against the Utah Jazz, and you know what? there's been criticism over the years like, yeah, well, who did Jordan ever beat? You know, LeBron beat this person, beat that person, but, you know, who did Jordan ever beat? He beat really two really good Utah Jazz teams that were supposed to beat him, especially that 98 season. The Jazz had an even better team, and with all the things that was stacked up against them, you know, the flu game, which come to find out was food poisoning. That's definitely new to me. I thought MJ had the flu, but yeah, he had food poisoning. And then Game 6 with Pippen had a bad back, and that showed how tough he was. You know, Pippen was criticized for being soft over the years, but man, there's nothing soft about that. That man played through some excruciating pain, man, and even though he had to play the decoy, he refused to sit down and not help his team win. So, yeah, he beat two very good Jazz teams. He beat Magic Johnson. You know, he beat Clyde Drexler. He beat some Hall of Famers. So I don't like. It's crazy to me. Yeah, man, you cannot argue against MJ. Like, there's no argument against that. And I want to say this also. All right, when you compare Jordan to Magic and Bird, that's even no comparison, because when Larry Bird and Magic Johnson went to the Lakers and the Celtics, these were already two established, successful franchises. The Lakers, before Magic came, already had multiple championships. The Celtics already had, you know, a very famous lineage, you know what I mean? So they came into good situations, and yeah, you know, they did their thing, that they're some of the all-time greats. But Michael Jordan came to a Bulls team that was not even, some people didn't even know that Chicago even had an NBA basketball team. Came there and from scratch built up a championship squad. And props for Jerry Krause on that. You know, I like how they did give Jerry Krause his props at the end, because, you know, the documentary is making him look like he was the one that broke up the band, in which he did, but give him props, he did build a championship team. He was able to get 6 championships, and that's from the teams that he built. You know what I mean? So you got to give the man credit where credit's due. You know, yeah, it would have been nice to see if the Bulls could have won a 7th championship, but and Jordan has a lot of regret about that. Jordan says that, you know, what if, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt we could have won that 7th championship. But I think there's something cool about when you walk away on top. You know, that last shot at the end where you see him with the arm extended, you know, that's how we remember Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? We remember Michael Jordan being a 6-time champion, and, you know, that's how he went out. Even though he did come back with the Wizards, you know, you kind of want to forget that. You know, when you think about Michael Jordan, you don't remember those Wizard years, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it was cool that he left the way he did, because you don't want to remember your icons being, you know, on the losing end. You know, you look at Tyson, you look at Ali. Their careers did not end very good, you know what I'm saying? But you remember their greatness, and I think with Jordan, to stay retired after that 98 season, I thought was great, because, you know, he retired on top. He walked off the court, he retired a champion, and you can't ask for nothing more than that. The Steve Kerr story also really inspired me, because he wasn't a star on the team. He wasn't a high draft pick. You know, this is a true underdog story. And to come where he came from, you know, from losing his father and having to just fight and claw his way into the NBA, to now he's taking the last shot in a championship game, which every kid who aspires to be a basketball player dreams about, hitting that final shot, and he did that. And I got chills. You know what? I got chills watching this goddamn documentary. Parts 9 and 10. Way the way it ended, to see the final shot of MJ with the cigar, looking out, you know, off into the sunset. Beautiful, beautiful documentary, man. I got chills watching it. I probably got chills now as we speak, you know what I'm saying? I love this shit. And also I want to add, there's been some talk about MJ, his eyes, and, you know, is it jaundice or whatever? Like, there's some help. I personally, I don't know, but MJ has always had yellow eyes. If you look at his career, MJ's eyes were always like, they were never really white. You know what I'm saying? The man's so dark, even his eyes have colors. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, but listen, hey, leave the man alone. You know what I'm saying? The younger generation watches this. I show this to my daughter, and she gets to see, like, wow, this guy was amazing. Because, you know, my daughter's generation, they just know him from the shoes. But I'm like, no, this is not about the shoes. This man was a fucking legend, an icon, the best to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? Be like Mike. So, yeah, y'all, easily, this documentary gets an A+ for me, y'all. If you haven't seen it, please check it out, man. Whether you're a basketball fan or not, just to witness greatness. And watching this really also inspired me and lit a fire under me, because it's like, it's motivating me to be the best that I can be, and to, even when days when I don't feel like, or I feel discouraged, wherever it may be, you know, to still always give it my all and push that extra mile, give that extra whatever, dig deep down inside to just be your very best. You know what I'm saying? Inspire the fuck out of me, man. A+ for The Last Dance. I love this shit. Can't wait to watch it again, all 10 parts of it. And that's it, y'all. What did you guys think about the documentary? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you think this made MJ look terrible? Do you think it made him look even more great? Comment freely below. Thank you all for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, notification bell in the corner if you did the content. This is Rashad G signing out. About to finish recovering from this hangover. See you in the next video.